Respected ambassadors, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all today to celebrate together the start of operation and the completion of 252 megawatt wind power plant in the Gulf of Suez area. The project is financed in cooperation with European development partners, the European Commission, the German Development Bank, the French Development Agency, the European Investment Bank. And I would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest appreciation for our European partners for their support and continuous cooperation. This project is considered a model of a fruitful collaboration between the government of Egypt and the international funding institutions, particularly in the field of renewable energy, by providing concessional financing for green projects. This project will add a capacity of 252 megawatt to our renewable energy portfolio with an annual production of 1,200 gigawatt hour, avoiding consumption of more than 200,000 tons of fossil fuel per year, and consequently avoiding around 500,000 tons of CO2 emissions annually. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you what Egypt is doing in the field of energy transition. From a long time ago, Egyptian electricity sector has started its transition to low carbon electricity sources. It relies basically on exploiting renewable energy resources and contribute significantly to improve energy efficiency, securing electric supply, and reducing emissions. The integrated sustainable energy strategy for the year 2035 was approved, in which the share of renewable energy in the energy mix will reach 42% by the year 2030. I know it is a very hard target, but we are determined to stick to it. This is as stated in the updated nationally determined contributions indices on June 2023. Currently, the energy strategy until 2040 is being updated in light of the global developments related to renewable energy technologies, development of technologies for energy storage, and the new trend towards green hydrogen. It's worth mentioning that Egypt is rich in natural resources, wind and solar. Theoretically speaking, Egypt has the potential of generating approximately up to 350 gigawatt from wind and 650 gigawatt from solar. This is a huge capacity. We are talking hundreds times more than what we have now. So far, there are more than 40,000 square kilometers have been already allocated for implementing up to 150 gigawatt from solar and 120 gigawatt from wind farms. To achieve our ambitious vision in utilizing the renewable resources, a lot of procedures have been taken and incentives offered to encourage private sector participation in sector projects based on our conviction that the private investment will play a major role in achieving our target. As a result of these actions, large number of investors became confident in the Egyptian energy sector. Foreign and domestic investors have been encouraged to invest in the sector project. In this context, 4 MOUs were signed with the local and international companies and alliances in the field of wind energy projects in order to enter the site to conduct the required measurements and studies in order to add 28 gigawatt of wind energy based on the purchase of a price on energy unit 2.4 cents dollar cent per kilowatt hour. In addition, the Egyptian electricity sector has already expanded and upgraded the electricity transmission network in order to evacuate the generated energy from the additional renewable sources. The Egyptian electricity transmission company is working with the Belgian Elia Grid International Consulting Office to study the needs of the national grid to accommodate renewable energies for green hydrogen projects and define the requirements for strengthening the network to tackle the expected huge increase in the production of renewables. Also, EDC, the transmission company, is currently cooperating with the Swedish fund to conduct technical studies regarding the active power planning, optimal grid management for large-scale renewables, integration and implementation for future power purchase agreements. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, there is close linkage between renewable energy and green hydrogen products. In this regard, a lot of measures have been taken to develop hydrogen in Egypt. On 27 February 2024, the Supreme Energy Council approved the National Low Carbon Hydrogen Strategy. The strategy has a vision that Egypt will be one of the global leaders in the low carbon hydrogen economy, targeting from 5 to 8% of the global tradable market by the year 2040. It is expected that by the year 2040, 100,000 jobs will be created, a high proportion being highly skilled, with the right training. Many of these will be taken from the domestic workforce. On 27th of January 2024, a law was issued regarding incentives for green hydrogen production project and its derivatives. The basic philosophy of this law is to attract serious projects through adopting some incentives. In parallel with this strategy, we are working with the private companies in the field of hydrogen project. In this regard, 27 MOUs has been already signed with some major international developers. In addition to 11 partnership agreements already signed for qualified international developers. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's worth mentioning that Egypt has a huge potential for renewable resources and upgraded electrical transmission grid, as well as the geographical location. This will qualify Egypt to be one of the main exporters of green electricity and hydrogen in this region. Finally, allow me to express again my thanks and appreciation to our European partners for the sincere cooperation. I would like also to thank our colleagues from the Ministry of International Cooperation, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Planning, and Central Bank of Egypt, and all national partners for their efforts and support to make this project happening and real life. Thank you again for joining us here in this very special occasion. Thank you.